So the spirits want to talk a little bit more about the power battle, because when we begin to, this is an internal, first of all, nothing to do with the outside. So when we begin to really deal with all our hurts and wounds and our abandonments and our abuse, etc., etc., and we start to look at our own feelings, first of all, and we start to reclaim from that our own self-worth and our own value. We say, actually, you know, I was doing the best I could in that situation. That was really bad what that person did to me, and you know, it wasn't great what I did, but you know, I did the best I could. I was managing. I was, you know, I had to find some kind of pleasure in this, some kind of life in this. You know, every time we do this, our male and our female, this is what we're doing. We're talking to our male and our female. We're communicating, because the male will contain certain feelings that we've banished, and the female will contain other feelings that maybe we've banished. And so every time we make these conversations with ourselves and our wounds, if you like, and our hurt properly, deeply, we bring them a little bit closer together. But the power battle, you know, the dark spirits have a very vested interest, as we've talked about before, in us leaking our energy in that tonal world, you know, flooding it, giving it away, pouring it down the drain, you know, so that they can feed off it like fungi. They're energy feeders. That's what they're doing. That's their job. That's what they do. And so they will infiltrate people to give us this or guilt or horror. How could you save your own energy like that? So we're going to get, when we begin saving and holding our value, we're going to get reactions from people all over the place, condemning reactions. You bet your bottom dollar we're going to get them. We're going to get them. It might be from people you love or a stranger in the street. You know, and this might sound a little bit on the far-fetched side, but the dark spirits move in and out of everything. Us, everything, TV. There are no, because we are all energy and we live in energy, there are no physical boundaries. We see physical in the material world. Yes, that's a physical boundary. That's a table there, you know, but in the truth world, the true world, there are no boundaries, so they can move in and out. And you can be sure that if you are holding on to your value now and you're deciding not to do that, let's say I'm not going to go around that person's house and just give them baskets or something crazy, or just, you know, cook their meals for them. They're perfectly capable of cooking their own. A silly example, just an example out of the blue. You know, I'm going around all the time helping this person, and they don't give me any credit, or they're never nice to me. Let's say a situation, you go around and you're giving, and these people are never nice to you. You don't know why you're going around there, you know. So it's this self-worth thing that you've got going on that's the important part to look at, let's say, as opposed to what you're doing on the outside. Why you're doing that? Why? What are you're trying to right or wrong? What are you trying to achieve? Why are you trying to please? These are the questions we have to talk to our male and female about, to bring them together, you know. And the male will say something and the female will say, well, I didn't like the way you did that, and I don't like the way. There's this conversation to have. So once we start doing that, and let's say we stop going to X or Y's house and just giving, and they don't appreciate us, you know, you can be sure that there will be dark spirit infiltration going through, zipping in and out of people. Maybe that person, where were you? Maybe quite aggressive, nasty, maybe even violent, you know. The thing of it is, when we start holding our value, there will be reactions to it. very, difficult, challenging reactions to it. Doesn't mean that what we're doing is wrong in holding our value. No, it doesn't. And it depends on how it feels. As long as it feels right for you holding that value, because you've looked at your value, you've looked at the way you were leaking it, holding that value, but there will be reactions to it, and the dark spirits will use people to their advantage. That's the way round. So when a person is feeling upset with you and maybe aggressive to you and like let down by you or wanting to have an attack at you for whatever reason, you can be sure that the dark spirit will be flitting in, because they haven't got a body of their own. They can only align with feelings that are, they can only come in on those feelings, you see, that person, let's say that person feels very hard done by and angry with you. They can only come in and align with those darker feelings. And then they can make that interaction kind of a little bit nastier. Like quite a bit shocking, you could even say, and maybe even horrific, You holding firm to your value will be, and it feels right, should work out for you well. It should work out for you well, because at the end of the day, if you're holding your value, there will be repercussions, and there may be some challenging repercussions, but the end result will be better for you. In the long run, it'll be better. But make no mistake, there will always be a challenge to power, because you are regaining your power, your self-worth, your awareness. That is your power, that is your energy. And if you're not pouring it away anymore, everything will do battle with you to make sure you don't go there. Your child might even make you feel awful. You don't care about me, you don't know, I don't know, whatever, or maybe your husband or partner, they will be there wanting to. And in a sense, when we see it clearly, there are other things that are going into that voice, to make sure, to try and give it more ballast, give it more, let's say that person wants you to feel really bad to get you doing that energetic thing again. They want you to feel really bad. And so if they've got dark spirits coming in as well, it's almost like the impact of that negative can be inflated. So feel doubly, trebly, quadruply bad. If there's more energy in that. So you might find that the voice that's spoken kind of seemed nastier and bigger and more huge and almost more painful, if you like, because there are others within that person in that moment where they attacked you back for not giving anymore. The others had flooded in to sort of expand that pain, that attack, to expand the attack on you. So there's an expansion of an attack that goes on when we start harnessing our power and stop dripping and pouring it away. The repercussions can be a bit more aggressive than we expect. Reason being, you've got dark beings flooding in and wanting to have more impact to try and stop you. It's all about trying to stop you. They've got a feed that they're losing a feed. There was a lovely leak over there. Every time that person was there, that person would leak their worth. Say, yeah, I'm worth shit compared to you, so I'll serve you and serve you and serve you and serve you. And then I feel quite good, and then, but I'll serve you. You're higher status than me. I'll serve you and serve you. Massive pouring away of self-worth in that, And that's a lovely feeding leak for those fungi, those dark spirit fungi, you know, that swim around the nagual all over the place, in the tonal, swimming around. They swim around, you know. They can't really go in the nagual so much where the truth area is. They can only kind of swim around more in the tonal area where, please see tonal nagual video, a little bit complex, that stuff to talk about. But they can only really go around the leaky areas. You know, if you've got a colander that's leaking water, that's the place you're going to hang around at, isn't it? You know, you're not going to hang around over there or on a chair over there. You're going to hang around the bodies, the energetic bodies that are behaving like a colander, like we've all done. We all do. We don't think it matters that we leak our worth. It so does, you know, because we leak our energy and our life kind of goes to piss, really. If we don't have the energy to create our life, it will go to piss. We don't have the energy to create what we want, anything in it, you know. Nothing works out, you know, things break, money's shit, you know. It's all about what we're leaking, our own value that we're leaking. You know, we have to slap ourselves, you know, wake up to this. We have, you know, we have to wake up to this, you know, that we are the ones eating shit food, drinking, or that's massive attack of self-hate. We are doing that. We have to take responsibility actually for everything we are doing. There's no coincidence going on here, you know. We've got to take responsibility for how we are, what we're leaking, you know, the choices that we're making to leak, you know, to pour away the diamond of our energy, the best of ourselves, you know, in the pursuit of a feeling that we want to avoid or delude ourselves from, you know, and keeping that separation between our own male and female by not communicating between them and just banishing one or the other, you know, having no relationship with our female or no relationship with our male, you know. So that's what they really wanted to talk about, coming back to the main point, is that be prepared to do battle. Be prepared to do battle. Once we make these self-worth internal changes first, they have to come internal first. Nothing will happen on the outside if we don't change the internal first. That's the crux. That's the root. And so, the battle is on, really. You know, those feeders that have been hanging around our colander, you know, all our lives, got particular ones that probably hang around, you know, all our lives, getting these feeds from us, regular feeds. Ooh, why bother going anywhere else? Why bother going over there? This is a regular feed. We get a regular feed. Daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. Oh yeah. Got a little set of regular clientele, punters. You know, we've got a regular set of clientele here. We'll stick around here. You know, they're going to be pissed if they're losing that feed, and they will infiltrate, milliseconds, infiltrate those who feel angry, put out, want to make you feel guilty, want you to carry on gifting, giving. You know, they want that, and they get pissed. And if you haven't got a physical body, you know, your options are pretty limited. But they know their energy, so they flood into someone who's going to try and bring you down. Let's get more of them. Flood in. Come on. They're going to have an attack. They're going to attack. Let's flood into this person that's going to attack this person who's stopping giving. So be prepared. Hold firm. Be true to you. it's, you know, it's not meant to be easy, actually. You know, it's not meant to be easy. You know, it's not an easy ride here. We're not here for an easy ride, I'm afraid. You know, we're here to challenge our awareness and grow our awareness. And how can we do that if we don't learn how incredibly strong we are? How can we create ourselves, if you like, if we have never challenged ourselves? We never know how strong we are. But if we knew we did that, and then we did that, and we did that, and we did that, and we did, we're creating the reality of ourselves. We're stretching ourselves, you know. But if we choose to give ourselves shit food and shit drink, you know, and treat ourselves just appallingly, really, or let other people treat us appallingly, you know, we're saying, yeah, well, I suppose our life force is worth pouring down the drain. That's the worth we are. So we are saying, first of all, we are owning that. We have to own that. We are saying that first. I am worthless. Therefore I drink. Therefore I let other people hurt me. I am worthless. Or I have to constantly prove my worthwhileness to you. That person over there, that person over there, constantly please, because I'm worthless. So these are the things we have to look at first of all. And then once we truly change, the battle is on, you know. What they wanted to say is that patching up these leaks, when we truly contain these worth leaks, these value leaks, you know, it's a battle. You know, it's a true Game Boy sort of battle, you know, where you battle your way to the next level. And you have to fight our way to the next rung of the ladder. You know, it's not okay to look at someone and say, oh, look at them up there, and they've got this and done this. And, you know, actually they've fought their damn way to get there. You know, we have to do the same. We have to battle our way. Doesn't matter what our job is, or we may think it's irrelevant or not important or whatever. It so is. We're battling our way to the next rung of our ladder. But if, you know, it's like we smash our own foot. I'm going to eat shit food, let other people hurt me, mix with really bad people who bring me down, toxic sort of people who don't care about me, be with people who don't care about me. All you're doing is smashing your own leg with a big fat hammer. But we don't see that. We don't see what we're doing to our own value. We are smashing. We have to look at what we are doing. That is the reality. In a sense, that's the only reality. It starts with us. What do we let in? What do we let happen to us? You know, because of our level of worthlessness, our value level, if you like, that we've accepted, therefore I'm leaking. You know, we are smashing ourselves with the hammer, first of all. If we eat all that shit food, we are smashing ourselves with the shit hammer. And law of attraction can only bring us smashing us with the shit hammer. And we wonder why. Why do we get smashed by a shit hammer? Because we are smashing ourselves with a big fat hammer. You know, a big valueless, worthless. We think it doesn't matter. It is everything. It is everything, because our energy is so valuable. So we are smashing diamonds. We are diamonds, and our energy is diamonds. So we are smashing it. We have to absolutely take full responsibility. But how we are, if we visualize and picture ourselves as diamonds, how are we treating our diamonds? That's a big question, you know. So we may find ourselves raising our standards. Raising standards is a very dangerous thing, you know. it challenges the status quo. It really does, you know. It really challenges. But, you know, at the end of the day, do we want to feel great about ourselves? Do we want to have a better life? Yeah, we do. We do. You know, and there are no shortcuts to that. We have to put that big hammer away and start rebuilding, reworthing ourselves, sort of, you know, pointing the mortar, repointing that mortar, you know. Start filling in those cracks of the building that we've just leaked away and just poured away as if we were worthless. No, we've got to start repointing ourselves, you know, who we truly are.